Jai Hind children. In our today's class, yes, we are about to play the quiz on the grammar chapter preposition, the most awaited class for my children. They are very much curious for this class, especially for the quiz. I know children, you all are just waiting for this. So here I have prepared for you a quiz on the grammar chapter prepositions. We have already done this chapter prepositions, and today there will be a revision also. Along with the revision, you will come to know how much knowledge you have. You will be able to test your knowledge on the same grammar chapter preposition. Now first of all, tell me what is a preposition? You have 2 minutes time children. Start writing. What is a preposition? What do you understand by preposition? Those who are attending the class, write down whatever you know about preposition. Preposition is a word. Okay. So, what is a preposition? At, in, on, under, below, into, onto. These all are prepositions. So, what is it? What do you understand by preposition? You have to write. Write down your answers in the chat box. Just keep on writing. Good children, those who are writing. Okay, write down. What is a preposition? I'm waiting for your answer. Write down. What is a preposition? Preposition. Okay. Okay, let me tell. Let me give the answer. Okay. Preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship with some other word. If I say a man is sitting under a tree, so man is your noun and tree is also your noun, and what is under? Under is your, yes, what is under here? What is under here children? Under is your preposition. Correct. Under is your preposition. A man is sitting under a tree. So man is your noun. Tree is also noun. So here under is just telling the relationship between man and tree. No? So under is your preposition. So preposition is a word that shows a relation between a noun or pronoun. Okay, there may be some other word also which is working as a noun in that particular sentence. That may be a noun. There may be some other word that may act, that may work as a noun in that particular sentence. It also happens sometimes. So whenever there is any word which is written between a noun or a pronoun and it is showing its relation, okay, between noun and pronoun or between noun and noun, there may be two nouns also. So I have given you the example, a man is sitting under a tree. Under is your preposition. Okay children, now types of preposition, kinds of preposition. Yes, if you know, you can write kinds of preposition. Preposition of time, preposition of place, preposition of direction. Preposition of time. Time, what preposition we use? We can use at also. We can use in also. Okay. We can also use for time, preposition of time. Okay. We can use in the end. Okay, I'm seeing from your book, from your you can also open your book, that is your practice sheet. Okay, Optima English practice sheet. I'm sitting with that book and I'm giving you the page number 243 page number. You can open and see. So preposition of time: in, at the end of, in the end, since, for, these all are, etc. These all are your prepositions of time. Given you the difference during my class, where do you use since, where do you use for, where in or at is used, what is the difference between these prepositions? If you have forgotten, please go through the class. Okay, because this class is especially for the quiz. So if you have forgotten, I may give you in short that since is used for the point of time, for is used for the period of time. Since exact time is given there, you will use since. But if exact time is not given there, 4 days, 5 days, 3 days, so you don't know which 3 days, which 4 days, which 5 days, so what will you write? You will write for. But if I am saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know the exact day, then you will write since. In the same way, in the year also, any time may be there. So if year is there, 1993, you will write since. But 1 year, 2 year, 4 year, you don't know which year, so you will write for. So when you don't know the exact time, that is called period of time, and whenever period of time is there, we use for. Whenever exact time is there, that is called point of time, and we write since. Clear? There are other prepositions also for time. Preposition of place. For place, we can use at, we can use on, we can also use under, below, near, beneath, in front of. There are many prepositions for place. That also I had given you earlier. So preposition of place, preposition of time. Now preposition of direction, which gives us the direction. Into, in, onto. There are other prepositions also which gives us the direction. Through, okay, that also. Towards, this also is used for direction. In and into, I had given you the difference between in, into and onto. Onto and into preposition is used for the motion. Whenever there is motion, suppose I am saying the man jumped into the river. So what I have used here, what is my preposition here? Into. I have used here into. Why? Because the man is jumping, and whenever anyone is jumping, jump has a motion. So whenever there is a motion, you will use the preposition into. Something is going inside another thing. So what preposition will be used? Into. The man jumped into the river. If you are writing the man jumped in the river, that will be incorrect. Why? Because in is used for the things which are still, which do not move. The pencil is inside or in the pencil box. So you can write here in, because pen or pencil is not moving. It is not moving automatically until you are using that. So the pen is in the pencil box. In is used for the things which are still, and into is used for those things which has a motion. In the same way, onto. Onto is also used for those things which has a motion. Okay. For example, if I say, I'm giving you the example. Yes, he placed his coffee mug onto the table. So anyone is placing, so someone is bringing the coffee mug and placing onto the table. So here also there is a motion onto the table. Placing also has a motion. So whenever there is a motion, you will use onto. And on means, upper side. We keep the things on the top, not there at the bottom, on the top. Okay, the cat jumped onto the table. You will not write the cat jumped into the table. In means inside. But table, the cat is jumping on the surface of the table. Okay, so on means, surface. This you know the difference. So this is your preposition of what? Which preposition I had given you right now, into and onto? Preposition of direction. Clear? Okay. Now let's start our quiz, children. You all are ready? Good. Good. Let's start. Yes, children, wait. Quiz. Preposition quiz. Here, you all have to give the answer. And each and every child will be giving the answer only once. You are not supposed to type your answer again and again. Don't give your answer again and again. Okay? Give your answer only once. See. Question number 1. Summer, I play tennis Sundays. You can see here 2 gaps. One gap is here and another gap is here. What you have to do? Choose the correct option. A, B, C or D. 4 options are given here. You have to choose the correct option out of these 4. Hurry up. Start typing your answer. You are typing only and only your option. Only option. Okay, option A, option B, option C or option D. Type your options. If you are writing your answer also along with the option, you have to write the reason also. Write down the reason also, why. Option A is correct, why. Option B is correct, why. Option C is correct, why. What is the reason? Option D. If option D is correct, why? What is the reason? Reason also you have to write. If you are writing full answer. I am waiting for your answer, children. Okay, let me show you the answer now. See, the correct answer is C. Okay, in summer, I play tennis on Sundays. In is used for the season. See, here this is preposition of time. In is used for the season and on we have used for the day. So for day, what you will use? On. Okay, for summer, winter, any weather is there, for any season is there, you are using in. Correct? Now let's see. Here the correct answer is option C. In is used when we refer to seasons. On is used when we refer to days of the week. So in, on is the correct answer. Okay, let's proceed. Question number 2. Let's move to the question number 2. There is a postman, a letter U. 2 gaps are there. Okay, yes, write down your answer. Option A, option B, option C or option D. Which one is correct? I am waiting for an answer, children. Write down. Write down the answer. Keep on writing. Which option you think is correct, you can write. And along with the option, if you know, you can write the reason also. You can give the reason also if you know which one is correct answer. There is a postman. Okay. Okay, children. Let us see the correct answer. I am about to show you the correct answer. See, the correct answer for question number 2 is option A. There is a postman with a letter for you. Okay, if you have chosen option A, your answer is correct. Very good for those who have given the correct answer. Very good, children. Let us see what it says. A preposition is a word which comes before a noun or a pronoun, or it is written between a noun or a pronoun also, and establish a relationship between the elements of a clause or words. This we know. Okay, this we all know. What is a preposition? Now, option A, with, for is correct, as with and for indicate inclusion and a purpose respectively. Means for is used for the purpose, with is used for the inclusion. Inclusion means there is a postman with a letter, means postman is there, and what is included with the postman? Letter is also included with the postman. So it is used for inclusion, and for is used for the purpose. The other options are wrong. Why it is wrong? To and at indicate uh, to and at indicate a direction, okay, and a specific location respectively. To and at is given there, no, to at. So these all are incorrect. Why it is incorrect? Because this preposition is used for the direction, and it is also used for a specific location. Any particular location, if we are using, if there is a there in the sentence any particular location is given there, then we will use the this to or at preposition. So these preposition, these uses don't fit in the given question. The correct answer is A, with and for. There is a postman with a letter for you. Have you understood why other options are wrong? That's why I am giving you in detail. Now see question number 3. Third one. Identify the preposition or prepositions in the following sentence. If you think that there are more than one preposition, that you have to identify. If there is only one preposition, that you have to identify. This is the sentence. This is the bag that you bought for me. In this sentence, you have to identify the preposition. Option A, B, C or D. Whichever is correct. Write down. Choose the correct option and type in the chat box. Write down your answer. There may be one or more than one preposition. So what do you think? Which option is correct? A or B, C or D? Write down, children. I am waiting for your answer. Hurry up. Those who are still thinking, give your answers. This is the bag that you bought for me. Let's see the correct answer. For. Yes, children, for is the correct answer, and for is your preposition right now I have given you. Okay. Let's see what it says. The correct answer is option C. Prepositions are linking words. In the given sentence, for is the preposition that links the gift. What is the gift here? Gift is the bag. That links the gift, you and me. You is written there. Okay. Me is written here. So, this you and me is linked with the gift that you bought for me. What is the gift? This bag is the gift. So what has been bought? This bag has been bought. So bought means bag. So you bought for me. So for is here preposition because it is linking you and me with this gift. And we have used here preposition for. For as a preposition is used to express the meaning on behalf of, hence for option C is the correct answer. The remaining options are incorrect because they are articles and pronouns. This and that. What is this? This is your pronoun. The is your article. This and that. This and that is your pronouns. So, me is also your pronoun. Okay. Next question. Question number 4. It a really bad joke. No one laughed his joke. Choose the correct option. A, B, C and D. Question number 4. For question number 4, choose the correct option. Think immediately and choose the correct option and give your answer only once. Don't repeat your answer. Very good. Yes, question number 4. Option A was with. Option B was at. Option number C were at. Option D is at. What do you think? Which one is correct answer? Think and type your answer. Let's see the correct answer. Yes. Question number 4, the correct option is B1. It was a really bad joke. No one laughed at his joke. It was. Okay. So B is your correct answer. Whenever we write laughed, just after laughed, we write at. Let us see. Option B was at is correct as laughed indicate the use of simple past tense. Here laughed is written there, no, laughed. So it means that your sentence is written in the simple past tense. So laughed is showing that our sentence is in the past tense. Okay. And at indicates a specific, 1 minute. And at indicates a specific matter. Okay, at is used for the specific thing, for some specific particular thing. The other options are wrong as with, were and is indicate inclusion. It is plural noun. Were is your plural noun. With is used for inclusion, anything which is including with any other thing. Were is your plural noun and is your present tense. So we cannot use here present tense because laughed is written in the past tense. So these uses don't fit in the given option. The correct answer is B, was at. Okay, I am giving you along with the answer the reason also so that your concept may be clear. Next question, let's proceed to the next one. Question number 5. There are total 10 questions, children. 10. This is the 5th one. It is very warm. I am going to take. What will you fill here? My scarf. Option A, option B, option C or option D? Which one is correct? I'm waiting for your answer, children. Write down. A, B, C or D? Let's see the correct answer. It is easy. I think it is easy. And you all have written the answer. That's why I'm about to show you the answer. Written? Okay, let's see the correct answer. Off. OFF, off. I'm going to take off. Off means something which is separated. Okay, whenever there is separation, alag ho jaye jo cheez. Let's see. A preposition is a word used to link noun, pronoun or phrases to other words within a sentence. Again and again you are given the meaning of preposition so that you may not forget what is a preposition. See, in the first blank, preposition of will be used because preposition of, OFF, of, is used to indicate separation or disconnection. Separation, something which has been separated, जो अलग हो गई है, disconnect हो गई है. So, it is very warm. I am going to take off my scarf. Off means due to warm, due to weather, the scarf will be separated from our head or wherever the scarf is there. So, in the given sentence, there is a separation between the speaker and the scarf. That's why off is your correct answer. Clear? Question number 6. Question number 6. He makes reading lamps, old wine bottles. Reading lamps, option A, B, C, D. He makes reading lamps. Choose the correct one and write down your answer. Yes, children, I am waiting for your answer, children. Type immediately. He makes reading lamps. We had read in our class, no? During our class, I had given you these all prepositions. Although the sentence may differ, there may be different sentences, but I had given you, yes children, I had given you in your class. Let's see the correct answer. He makes reading lamps out of old wine bottles. I know many of you have written incorrect answer. Yes, yes. It is with is used for inclusion, children. I had given you earlier also. Let us see. Out of is correct as it indicates what something is made of. Okay. The other options are wrong as with. With is used for inclusion. Again and again I am telling you, inclusion means whenever something is included with another thing. Here the person is making reading lamps out of old wine. It is not including. Okay, old wine bottle is not being included here. So out of old wine bottle is correct because it indicates what something is made up of. By is used for usage and of is used for possession. Possession means whenever there is a relation. Okay, whenever we show the ownership, that is called possession. जब हम बताते हैं कि हमारा इस पर कितना, इससे हमारा क्या रिलेशन है, आवर हुआ, our school, your school, my school, that is called possession. So it is showing the ownership. This is our school, this is your school, तो तुम्हारा ownership है. Okay, so possession means our, your, mine. This is your possession. So here with, by and of, these all three are incorrect. These uses don't fit in the given question. That's why out of is your correct answer. 7th, we won A, B, C and D. Choose the correct one. We won 2 goals, nil. We won Option A, option B, option C and D. Which one is correct? Think very carefully and give your answer. Yes, think carefully and then type your answer. Let us see the correct answer. Question number 7. The correct answer. Let us check our correct answer. Have you all written? Okay. Everyone has to write the answer. Each and every child has to write the answer. Let's see the correct answer. We won by 2 goals to nil. Yes, this is the correct one. See the reason. The given sentence tells about a score. By is used to indicate measurement. Thus, by must fill the first blank. Here we will fill the by. The first blank will be filled by this preposition by. To is used to indicate limits. Thus, to must fill the second blank to complete the meaning of the sentence. We won by 2 goals to nil. Why we are using 2? Because it is indicating our limitation. What is the limit? Limit is that nil. And what is 2 goal? 2 goal, that is our measurement. It is telling how much goal? 2 goals. So it is measuring. Measuring means it is just giving you the that there are 2 goals. So we won by 2 goals to nil. Correct? If you had chosen this one option, C option, many of you, I know many of you had chosen. So that is your incorrect option. This is the incorrect. A is your correct one. Why it is correct one? I have given you the reason here, because by is used to indicate measurement and 2 is used to indicate limits. That's why by and 2 is your correct one answer. Now I am moving to question number 8. He works an undertaker. He works option A, B, C or D. He works. You have to choose the correct option A, B, C or D. Let us check our correct answer. I hope you all have given your correct answer. Okay, I am showing you the correct one. He works as an undertaker. And the reason, when we talk of someone's occupation, we use the preposition as. In the given sentence, his occupation is that of an undertaker. Thus, option A is the correct option. Correct answer is as. He works as an undertaker. You have understood the reason? Whenever we are talking of someone's occupation, occupation means someone, those who are working, whosoever is there is working in which field? That is the occupation. So, undertaker is the occupation. That's why as is your correct one. Is it clear? Have you understood? Okay, children. Let's move to question number 9 now. Okay, question number 9. What do you know? Which preposition we will fill here? What do you know? George Washington. Which preposition? Option A, option B, option C or option D. Which preposition? For question number 9. Yes, give your answer for question number 9. Last one. No, one more question is there. There are 10 questions. No, okay. This is not the last one. Yes. What do you know? Let us see the correct one answer. Okay, let's see. What do you know about George Washington. Very good. Those who have given the correct one. Very good. What do you know about George Washington? Option B, about, is correct as it indicates a piece of information. Whenever there is a piece of information, you will use this preposition about. The other options are wrong as with, for and of indicates inclusion. Inclusion means with indicates inclusion. For preposition is used whenever there is any purpose. And of, of preposition is used for removal of something or whenever there is separation. Already I have given you in the same today's class only. Okay, there is removal. I had given you an example also of of. Right now I have given you an example. No, do you remember? Yes, due to summer, someone has taken off the scarf. So off is removal, is used for removal. So this with, for and of, these uses don't fit in the given question, and that's why with, for and of is incorrect and correct one is about. Okay. Last one question. Question number 10. He jumped. Yes. This should be correct. This should be the correct one, children. Today only I have given you the example. Yes, it should 100% correct answer should come of this question. If you are listening carefully and you are attending my class from the beginning, you will give the correct answer of especially of this question. He jumped. Which answer is correct? Which answer is correct one? Okay, let us check. Into. He jumped into the lake. I have given you know today only that into is used for the motion. So jumping has a motion and that's why into will be correct. And in is used for the things which are still. See. Okay. Here what you have to write? You have to write your answer. That's why there is a blank. I have not given here anything because I have given you the reason. Now I want my children to write why into is correct and why to is incorrect, why in is incorrect, why at is incorrect. Why into is only the correct one. Write down the reason, children. Into is correct. I have given you the reason because jumping there is a motion. Okay, that's why into is correct. Now what you have to write? You have to write B, C or D means to, in, at. You have to give the reason why these three are incorrect. Type your answer. Type your answer within a minute because our class is about to over. You have to give the answer. And that's why I have not given here anything. I have given here the blank one because this is the last one question and you should also check your knowledge, how much you have understood, how much you have learned in today's class. Otherwise, if you are listening only, you are not responding. Yes, children, that will be useless. There should be interaction. So, we don't have any other way to interact and that's why I have not written here anything just to take out the answer from you. Already I have given you the answer, but at least you should write why B, C and D is incorrect answer. I want to know how many children have understood preposition today because this is the revision. Yes, this is the revision. You are preparing for your annual exams. Okay, children, those who have written, okay, that is well and good. Okay, so this was, okay, let us finish. Let us finish our today's class, children. See, 1 minute. So in today's class, children, we have learned the preposition. We have also played the quiz. And still, if you have any doubt, of course, you can write whatever you want to ask, because preposition is a chapter which always has a doubt. Of course, we have read, but then also I think that if there is any doubt, please do ask. I will just wait for your question if you want to ask anything. Otherwise, I have explained you during my class also, and today also I have given you many reasons that why this preposition will be used only, why that particular preposition will not be used. So everything I have given you in detail. But then also if you think that something is missing and this point I have not understood, so please do ask. Okay, children. Goodbye. In the same way, what will I do? In my next class, I will again bring the quiz related to your grammar chapter and will post in your group uh, which chapter you have to revise so that you may be ready for the quiz. Okay. Goodbye. Take care, children.